First, he is the #1 contender to the Imagine Live Championship, the former champion. He is the side show psycho, Malaki Gage.
Super aggressive, super insane. Always loved me some Malaki Gage.
His opponent, he is the current reigning and defending Imagine Live champion. He is also the #1 contender to the Imagine Heavyweight title. He is from Paradise City, right up by Houtsdale. He is the rocker, Kriss Sands. I'm melting into the podium right now, I got to be honest.
The shirt threw you off there, wearing the shirt.
Yeah, the shirt. I was reading the shirt. I didn't catch it earlier that he had the Sideshow Psycho shirt on. Each man sort of wearing their opponent's shirt tonight, which I thought was, think is an interesting, it's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off.
Yeah, let's see. As we get things underway here, I just want to say real quick, I will never be a ring boy, Lance Payne, and I'm awful glad that Pat Patterson didn't work here. Big shake of hands to start this off.
I wouldn't mind being the janitors. I think it's a dignified job and an important job, so I don't mind.
I thought you were going to say you wouldn't mind being a ring boy if Pat Patterson worked here.
Well, I don't think it was Pat Patterson. It was proven it wasn't really him. It was some of those other guys.
All right. Terry Garvin?
Yeah, Terry Garvin. And
Right.
Mel Phillips, maybe. I don't know. And you and I are probably the only person listening, right? People that know what we're talking about, so we better move on.
It's hot in here. We got to entertain ourselves somehow.
You got it. So this is an interesting match here. I think that, a lot can be said about momentum. And when a wrestler has momentum, even if they were on a bit of a bad streak, which for a little bit, I would have said Rocker was on a downward trend, but he has caught fire lately. He's won this Imagine Live title. He won that Rail City Rumble. And I'll tell you, man, he looked electric the last, I don't know, what do you say, 3 months? He's really come on strong.
Absolutely. Kriss Sands been a good friend of mine ever since he got into wrestling, and he's really found his stride hitting that hit song, as he would put it, and he is on fire right now with the fans, and his record's good too. If you've been watching his matches, Rail City Rumble winner, Imagine Live Dojo champion, the kid has the credentials. Trying to find his way here. Finally comes up on top of the headlock. Beautiful headlock takeover. It's been all Malaki Gage so far in this contest.
Deep headlock there. He has control. We've talked about it many times in the past. Control the head, control the body, win the match.
Absolutely.
Taking a quick stroll through the comments here. A lot of folks out there we're seeing. We appreciate you guys out there. Somebody said the sound was a little bit off. I assume it's back up now. We're still dealing with internet issues. So we're supposed to have brand new internet here yesterday, and for whatever reason, beautiful dive bombing type maneuver there. The folks that were bringing our internet did not bring the right equipment, so we're still dealing with our old internet right now, and it's out there. Sort of failed at the beginning of the show. They are coming next Wednesday, late in the afternoon, so unless things go sideways, we should have real internet here by next Wednesday night now. I know it was supposed to be here tonight, but it was just definitely out of our hands. Nice, deep schoolboy there, able to get out of Malaki Gage, though.
Nice schoolboy there. Kriss Sands having trouble here today, finding a way through the ultra-violent style of Malaki Gage. Always aggressive, always innovative. Malaki Gage, a super, super tough competitor.
Both fan favorites. Two guys that definitely have different styles, though. You described it well when you said he's ultra-violent, ultra sort of innovative and attacking style of... And hard to figure out is Malaki Gage.
Second time this match, Malaki Gage picking the ankle, using a shoot takedown. Beautiful collegiate wrestling style, not something you'd expect out of Malaki Gage.
And I think that the way I would describe the rocker style, I hate to sound too inside, but almost white meat babyface, you know what I mean? Like, he's trying to do everything he can. He wants to win the match as fair and as clean as he possibly can. He doesn't want to break the rules. He wants to make his family and his country and rock and roll proud. Old man had the same idea, going for a drop kick, and now we're at a stalemate.
Rocker Kriss Sands takes a lot of his style, like he takes from his music of the late 80s, when he believes the music was better and the wrestling was better. And I have to agree with him. The wrestling was definitely better in the late 80s.
You know, I people say that, and I agree. There was a lot of good wrestling in the 80s. I sort of have a philosophy, though, of there's not really old wrestling and new wrestling. There's either good wrestling or bad wrestling, and if you look around, there's good wrestling in all eras. I think if you look hard now, there's good wrestling now. I think that, you know, some of these young guys coming through this Imagine Dojo are doing it right. There's some of these guys are really working hard and understand how to be a good Malaki Gage caught him with a chop coming off the rope. And these two guys are two of those guys.
Absolutely.
You know,
right now, wrestling's on fire, not just on the independents, but also on television wrestling as a whole is very hot right now. Very, very good opportunity for all these young guys that are doing it correctly and putting in that work to reap the benefits of doing that. So very excited for all these young guys. Big knee right to the sternum. Nothing exciting about that for Kriss Sands.
This guy, Malaki Gage, is dangerous when he's in the lead. There's no doubt about that. He's a guy who does well on offense. He knows how to hurt somebody. And, you know, a lot of times whenever you see a younger guy, and it's almost hard to this point, do you want to call Malaki Gage a younger guy? I realize he's only 22, but he's already got 4 years in the wrestling business. At what point do you stop calling them a young guy in the business? I don't know.
I don't know either. Young in age, but not in what we call his wrestling IQ.
Absolutely. And I think
he knows exactly what he's doing in there.
One of the things I think is different about Imagine as opposed to a lot of independent, or sometimes even on television now, these guys are wrestling a lot at Imagine Wrestling. They're wrestling on Wednesdays. They're wrestling somewhere almost every weekend. And, you know, even guys say, for example, the Dirty Words AEW, some of those guys wrestle once a month.
Yeah.
And it is hard to stay sharp and improve when you're wrestling once a month. These guys are getting better and better every week. You can visually see it. And that's a good example of it right there. I mean, where do you see clotheslines thrown like that outside of this building?
Absolutely nasty, nasty clothesline. Stops the momentum of this match dead. Malaki Gage, one of these performers, like I said, he's had his opportunities. He is a future heavyweight champion. Make no mistake about it.
I 100% agree. 100% agree. Is it going to be in 3 months, or is it going to be in a year? Is it going to be in 2 years? I don't know the answer to that. I think only Malaki Gage knows the answer to that. And he's been close. He's been awfully close already. Took you to the limit.
He did. Took me to the limit. Malaki Gage, one of them performers who has a unbelievable gas tank, aggressive from start to finish. And, you know, while Kriss Sands is riding electricity to the audience and all that, we've seen Malaki Gage on both sides of the fans' perspective, and his style hasn't changed. His drive hasn't changed. This man's focused, and he will see the top one day.
The other thing I like about Malaki Gage is doesn't make mistakes.
None.
Show me the mistakes. You know what I mean? Like he doesn't rush. He doesn't turn his back on his opponent. He doesn't make those simple mistakes that a lot of guys that are 5, 6, 7 years in, 10 years even sometimes, are making, and they end up losing the match as a result of it.
No shortcuts taken. You saw that kick in the corner. It looked like he was kicking someone's front door in. There's no shortcuts. There's no three-quarter strikes. Malaki Gage lays it in every time. And there's nobody as aggressive, as violent as Malaki Gage in Imagine Wrestling.
And you see he's clearly picked out a body part. He's working on that core. I think you'll probably find he's softening up the midsection now. And eventually you're going to see him go right around the side into the lower back. That's the MO of... whoa, good God. That European cut him in half.
Kriss Sands on Dream Street here.
Whoa! Again, another signature Imagine Dojo clothesline, and that has leveled this match out quickly.
And, you know, not known for it too often, but Kriss Sands bringing the lumber with that clothesline. Malaki Gage left gasping in the corner.
That is absolutely the level of violence that the Rocker's going to have to bring on August 12th if he wants to unseat a very tough champion, Gorgeous Gregory. And he has got momentum now. And much like we talk about Braden Elliott, when he gets momentum going, he's dangerous. Rocker on that same level. Once he builds momentum and he has that fire going, he is tough to stop. And this could be it right now. He might be setting him up for that Rocker dropper. Oh, he counters, does Malaki Gage, setting him up.
Beautiful hurricanrana by Kriss Sands.
Right into that top turnbuckle. Boot hard into the face. Big double clothesline. And now we got to figure out what's going to happen. Good God, come on. This is ridiculous. And there they go. They have attacked Malaki Gage. What a disappointment. And now they're going after the rocker. There's no sense in that. Now we're going to really find out. This is what
a pack of dogs.
This is what Gregory's been waiting for. An opportunity. What the hell?
Are you kidding me?
What the hell? What is happening? What the hell is happening? Gorgeous Gregory taking out Anderson DeVere? I'm at a loss, dude. I am at a loss right now. Here comes Russ and Son.
Followed by Roach Payne, always lurking around somewhere.
What is happening right now? Oh, all right. Now, finally, this is what we're talking about. What? I'm at a loss. Gregory is true to his word. He watched out for the rocker. And now Ross and Son, they are mugging. And here come the Red Boys. Oh, he caught him with that super kick to Jake Wiley. And there goes John Ross out of the ring. Well, who would have thought you'd see on this tonight? Red Boys coming to the aid of Malaki Gage. And he needed it, man. He needed it. Hey, they said earlier tonight they were looking for a fight, the Rad Boys were, and they brought the fight tonight. Jake Wiley over helping a Malaki Gage. All right, come on. What do you mean? Referee, go get this under control. Separate those guys. Come on. Come on. Get this under control.
All right. No part of this.